Jesus Loves Me is a favorite classic hymn, and it's normally played in the key of C, which is a real easy key to learn on. And this song can be played very simply with a one-finger style, and it sounds really good that way. So I'm going to cover that this morning. I'm going to move the camera over here and show my hands and show you how you can learn to play this by ear. I think playing by ear is extremely important. Let's see if I can see all my hands. Yes, I can. Okay, so the first step in learning to play any hymn by ear in the most simple way possible is one finger. Okay, I'll do it right here so you can see it on the camera a little better. But the best thing to do would be to try to pick it out by ear. If you can't do that yet, that's okay. Go to the hymn book, any hymn book that has Jesus Loves Me, and play the top line of the song. Ignore all the other parts of the song, all the other notes, okay? Just play the top line. Now, I play it an octave higher. Doesn't matter where you play it, just so you get the tune correct. And when you read through the notes, memorize it so you can eventually put away the notes and not have to use them. So that's step one, is learn the melody with one finger. Next, we will add chords. Well, how do you know what chords? Well, it's a lot easier than it looks because almost every hymn only has 3 chords. So for now, I'm going to tell you just memorize the 3 chords in Jesus Loves Me, and then you'll learn other chords in other songs, and before you know it, you'll know lots of chords. Okay, so in Jesus Loves Me, we're in the key of C. There are 3 chords. One is the C chord, which is C, E, G. Another one is the F chord, and I use a different inversion of F. We won't get into inversions now. Just trust me that the F chord in this song is C, F, A. And then one more chord we have is G seventh. Now this is a G and this is a G seventh. B, F, G. I'll explain the whys and the wherefores of sevenths another day. But all you need to memorize for now is these 3 chords. The C chord, C, E, G. The F chord, C, F, A. The B7 or G7th chord, B, F, G. Just do that over and over again. Do this. Back and forth. And then go. Get to where you can do this effortlessly, okay? If you're not using the pedal, it'll sound like this. It won't sound quite as smooth, but it'll be okay. And the pedal adds some complexity, so I understand if you can't use it at first. That's fine. If you do want to use the pedal, remember the rules for using the pedal is always hold the pedal down unless you're doing a chord change, at which time you go up, down. So, C, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Notice if we just played the same chord, we wouldn't have to go up, down. But if we leave the pedal down and we change chords, the chords run together and it doesn't sound good. See all that dissonance? Hear that? So whenever we change chords, we want to go up, down, which releases it and re-engages the pedal. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so step 1, learn the melody in the right hand. Step 2, memorize those 3 chords. Then put it together. Now, how do you tell when to change chords? Well, you use your ear by what sounds right, okay? If you think you should stay with the C chord, test it. Oh, that doesn't sound very good, okay? This sounds better. Or you could try the other of the 3 chords. No, that doesn't sound good. Okay, so it's what sounds good. Also, you can look at the melody. The melody drives the chord selection, okay? look, watch my melody here. G, E, or G, yeah, G, E. Okay, G and E are part of the C chord, so it's probable that C is going to be the chord. Next in the melody we're going to a D, and D is part of the G chord. So it's probably going to be the G 7th chord. And then we're back to the E and G. Next we're going to go A, C. Well, that's part of the F chord. So the chord, accompanying chord, will be. Now we're going back to G again. And then G 7th, because that's a complicated reason. Just trust me on that one. But again, G, E, we've got the C chord. Going to the D, G 7th. So that's a little tougher to know which chords to pick. But the melody drives the bus, basically. And wherever the melody's going, you fit the best sounding chord to that melody. That's the rule. Now I'm going to play the whole thing for those of you that just want to follow my hands and memorize it, okay? Nice little pivot at the end. Another thing you can do once you get this down pat is break up the left-hand chord. Sounds real nice. And of course, when you get more advanced, you can add octaves. And then octaves with chords. And then as you get even more advanced, you can add the left-hand bass with chords. Diminished chord. Okay, so that's Jesus Loves Me, and I teach a building block approach. The overview again, let's summarize. One finger, memorize it, whether you can pick it out by ear at first or read the notes, however you do it, memorize it. Then add the chords. It's one of 3 chords, C, F, G 7th. You can follow the video to see where those chords fit in, or you can try to figure it out yourself by how it sounds and how the melody notes are forming, because the chords almost always follow the melody structure, okay? And then that's pretty much it for basic technique. You can, after you get those chords, you can break up the chords, work on your pedal technique, up, down, and then if you feel really daring, you can try doing the octaves in the right hand, octaves in the left. But that is more advanced, and we'll work on that more in other videos. Okay, have a great Sunday.